Welcome to my channel. In today's lecture, we'll learn Bressenham's line drawing algorithm. So what is the input? What is the input for this algorithm? Two endpoints of the line will be given. So suppose endpoint A is, the coordinate is 1, 1, and the second point is B, whose coordinates are 8, 5. So what we have to do is, we have to start from A, okay? Then we have to find out the points from A. We have to go in the right side. We have to find out different point. Either that point is little bit above or that is little bit below. In this way, we have to reach up to the point B. Okay. So here is a line from A to B. Okay. Actually, Bressenham's, as compared to DD algorithm, it is having more accuracy, but it is not most accurate algorithm. Okay, so maybe some points are not there on the line, either they are above or they are below the line. Okay, so input for this is, this 2 points are given. First point is A, second point is B. So I'll call it as x1, y1, and for B I'll call it as x2, y2. So these two things are given. Okay, so what we need to do is, second step is, we have to plot this 1, 1. Okay, and on the graph we have to plot 1, 1. Okay, now we need to find out the next point. So for that we need to do certain calculation. First of all, we need to find out the delta x. So formula for delta x is x2 minus x1. So what is value of x2? X2 is 8. What is value of x1? It is 1. So 8 minus 1, 7. Then find out delta y. So same way we can find out delta y, y2 minus y1. So what is value of y2? It is 5. What is value of y1? It is 1. So 5 minus 1, your answer is 4. In this way, next one is, you have to find out twice delta x. So delta x we have already find out. So 2 into delta x 7. So 2 into 7, that is 14. And we have to find out delta y. So 2 twice delta y. So 2 into 4. So the answer is 8. So we have find out delta x, delta y, twice delta x, twice delta y. The next one is, you have to find out twice delta y minus twice delta x. Okay, all these things are needed in the further steps. That's why we have to find out all these values. So twice delta y minus twice delta x. So what is value of twice delta y? It is 8. What is value of twice delta x? It is 14. So 8 minus 14 is minus 5. Okay, 8 minus 14 is minus 6. Okay, this one is minus 6. So we got all these values. Okay, now next one is, we need to find out decision parameter. Okay, based on that we can find out the next point. So suppose I will call it as a D. So the formula to find out the decision parameter is twice delta y minus delta x. Okay, so this is the formula for that, and we know we have already find out the twice delta y, it is 8. What is delta x? It is 7. So the answer is 1. So we got the initial decision parameter value is 1. Okay, now based on all these calculations we are going to find out the next points. Okay, so now, so I'll write it here as, you starts with the 0. Okay, value of k is equal to 0. At that time I'll say my x and y is, that is your initial point. What was your initial point? It was 1, 1. Okay, this was your starting point. Okay, now you have to go further. Now you have to check the value of d, whether it is less than 0 or greater than 0. Okay, you have to compare this value with the 0. Now in this particular case, the value of d, okay, value of d is 1. Okay, or I'll write it here now, d0. Initial value we got it as 1. So we have to compare whether it is less than 0 or greater than 0. So here you can see it is actually greater than 0. Okay, 1 is greater than 0. So this condition is false and 1 is greater than 0. This one is true. So what to do? If it is greater than 0, if your, I repeat, if your delta 0, or sorry, if your D0 is greater, okay, if it is greater, in this case it is greater. So what we have to do is, you have to change your or update your x and y. So next point will be, you have to change x, that is you have to increment it by 1. Also you have to increment y by 1. So the next point will be, okay, what will be the next point in this case now? I'll write it here. Previous it was 1, 1. Now new point will become 2, comma 2. So this is your next point. In the same way, what you have to do is, you have to update the value of d. So we have to find out d1. So when you are finding d1, the formula is, you have to take previous d, that is, suppose now in this case it is d0, then you have to add 2 delta y minus 2 delta x to it. Okay, already we have calculated the value of 2 delta y minus 2 delta x, so that is minus 6. Now here, what was the previous d? Previous d, it was 1. Okay, d0 was 1, so I'll write it here, plus twice delta y minus twice delta x, it was minus 6. So 1 minus 6, you get a negative answer, that is minus 5. Okay, now I'll write it here. Next step, I'll write it here, so that comparatively you will understand. Now again you have to repeat the same steps. So you have to compare value of d. Now value of d, that is, we have to compare d1 with 0. Now in this case it is true. Okay, why it is true? It is negative. Now value of d1 is minus 5, so it's less than 0. So condition is true. Now if condition is true, the next point is, you just comparatively check this formulas. Next point is, you just have to increase x and y will remain as it is. So I'll write it here. You have to increase x, but y will remain as it is. Okay, so here what, I'll write the next point. What was the previous x and y? It was 2, 2. So now this next point becomes, you just have to increase x, so 2 will become 3 and y will remain as it is. Now in the same way, we have to find out the next, that is delta d2, sorry, d2. So the formula to find out d2 is, previous d, that is, it in this case it is d1 plus 2 delta y. So what is the value of d1? What is the value of d1? It is minus 5, plus what is the value of 2 delta y? So 2 delta y is 8. So 8 minus 5, your answer is 3. Okay, so you can compare these two results. Here in this case, as your d, starting d was 1, okay, d was 1, so it is greater than 0. Okay, so if it is greater than 0, next point is, you have to increase x as well as y, and updated the value of d is previous d plus twice delta y minus twice delta x. But if it is negative or 0, if it is negative, that is, if it is less than 0, then your next point is, you just have to increase x, y will remain as it is. Okay, so I hope so you have understood the differences. Let's complete this example. So we got the value of d2 is 3. Okay, now again we have to repeat the same steps. If, so what is the value of d now? Value of d is 3. So whether it is less than 0 or greater than 0, so 3 is greater than 0. Okay, if it is greater than 0, as we have seen the formulas, if it is greater than 0, the next point is you have to increase x as well as y. Okay, so previously it was 3 2, so it becomes 3 will become 4 and 2 will become 3. And also you have to update the d, so d3 is equal to, the formula is previous d plus twice delta y minus twice delta x. So what is the value of d2? It was 3 plus what is the value of 2 delta y minus 2 delta x? It is minus 6. So 3 minus 6, you get minus 3. Okay, I'll write next step here. So again you have to repeat the same. You have to check if your d is it less than or greater than. Now you can see minus 3 is less than. If it is less than, the next point is you have to increase x, so it will be 5, and you have to if it is less than 0, y will remain as it is. Okay, so what will be the previous value of y? What was the previous value of y? It was 3, so it will remain as it is, that is 5 comma 3. Okay, let's update the value of d. So it's now d4 is previous d, that is d3 plus twice delta y. So what was the previous value? It was minus 3 plus twice delta y, it is 8. So 8 minus 3, your answer is 5. Okay, answer is 5. So let's continue the next step. Okay, I'll write that step here. Now we have d, sorry, okay, again I have to compare the value of d. So now current t is d4, I have to compare it with 0. So it's 5, 5 is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, now I hope you remember all the formulas. If it is greater than 0, then your next point will be, next point is you just have to increase x as well as y. So previous xy was 5 3, now it becomes 6 4. Okay, it becomes 6 4, and new d, that is d5, is equal to previous d, so previous d plus twice delta y minus twice delta x. Okay, so d4 was 5 plus twice delta y minus twice delta x, it is minus 6. So 5 minus 6, you get minus 1. Okay, repeat the same. Now if d5 is it less than 0? Yes, as we got minus 1, so it's less than 0. I hope you remember everything now. So next point will be, next point is you just have to increment x, so it will become, x will become 7 and y will remain as it is. Okay, and here you have to update the d, so d6 is equal to previous d plus twice delta y. Okay, so d5 was minus 1, twice delta y is 8, so 8 minus 1 is 7. Let's go for the next one. Yes, now again we have to check whether the new value of d, that is now d6, is it less than 0 or greater than 0. So d6 is 7, 7 is greater than 0. So if it is greater than 0, your next point is you have to change x and y both. So previous it was 7 4, now it is 8 5. Okay, now next point is 8 5. Okay, Also, we'll try to update the value of D. So D6, sorry, now it's D7. So it will be previous D plus twice delta Y minus twice delta X. So here D6, what is the value of D6? 7 plus twice delta Y minus delta X minus 6. So 7 minus 6 is 1. Okay. Now many of you might be confused key for how many steps we have to continue like this. Okay. So see, so the terminating condition for this is whatever is the value of delta X. Now what is the value of delta X? It is 7. So we have to stop after 7 steps. Okay, we have to stop after 7 steps. Now see, here as we have started from k equal to 0. Okay, we have started from k equal to 0. So this is k equal to 1. This one is k equal to 2. Okay, here this is k equal to 3. Here is k equal to 4. This one is k equal to 5. This one is k equal to 6. And here k equal to 7. So now value of k becomes 7. So we have to stop. Okay. So if you just summarize what we got, I'll just summarize it here with the help of table. Okay. So in that case, what is required? Value of D, then X and Y. Okay. So as we have started from 0 and the initial value was 1, 1. Okay. After that, we got value of D as minus 5, and this when it is negative, the we got 2 and 2. Next point we got 2 and 2. Then 3, we got values as 3, 2. Then after that we got minus 3 and 4, 3. Then 5, 5, 3. Then minus 1, 6, 4. Then 7, 7, 4. And then at the end we got value of D as value of D as 1, and we got point as 8, 5. Okay, so whatever values we have calculated, I just summarize into this table. So this is the final answer. So we have find out different points from from point 1, 1 up to point 85. So these are different points. I hope you have understood. Okay, I'll quickly go through the algorithm now. See, the first step is, as we have seen in this example, you have to take 2 endpoints. Okay. Then second step is you have to plot the first point. Okay. We have plotted the x0, y0. Then we have to calculate delta x, delta y, twice delta y, twice delta x. Then we have to find out twice delta y minus twice delta x. So we have to find out all these values. Then we have to calculate the decision parameter. So the formula is the 2 delta y minus delta x. So this is initial value of decision parameter. Okay, once you find out that, then you have to start from k equal to 0. So the initial value of x0, y0 already we have calculated. Then we have to check whether the starting value of decision parameter is less than 0. If it is less than 0, The next point is you have to just increase x, y will remain as it is. Also you have to update the decision parameter. The formula is previous decision parameter plus twice delta y. If your value of decision parameter is greater or equal to 0, in that case your next point is you just have to increment x as well as y. Also you have to update value of decision parameter. So the new value is previous value plus twice delta y minus twice delta x. Okay, so what is the terminating condition? You have to repeat the step number 4 up to delta x times. Okay, I hope you have understood this algorithm. Thank you.